Hi, my name's Dan, and in this video I'm going to show you how to use a Blueprint script to talk to all objects of a particular class. So this is in part of a series that I'm doing on inter-script communication. So the setup I've got here is I've got a third-person template, and I've created two Blueprint classes. So the first one is a light class. Um, and all this has in it is a point light. It's got no script in it yet. Viewport, there we go, and it's currently switched off, so it's rendered to be invisible. Turn the visibility off. And the other script that I've got is a switch. So this is like a footplate kind of switch, and in there we've got the footplates, which you can see, and the bounding box, which you won't be able to see, which is the collision box. So we'll start by putting an instance of the switch in the world, and we'll have an arbitrary number of instances of the light. I'm going to make that one nearer the ground so that you can see it a little bit clearer. That one's going to be on the top of the box, and I think maybe we'll light on the stairs. Okay, so at the moment nothing should happen. The lights are off. We've got the footplate there, but nothing happens when we walk over it. So I'm going to start by putting some functionality into the light class. So here we go. And there are two ways of communicating from one script to another script, and which are events and functions. I'm going to use an event in this case, not for any particular reason. So I'm going to add a custom event, and I'm just going to call it switch light. And I'm going to take a reference to the point light component there, and I'm going to use toggle visibility node here. So this means that when the first time this is activated, it will switch the light on. The second time, it will switch the light off, and it will alternate between the two. And I'm going to make it so this foot switch is an alternating switch. So you can, if you step on it, it'll switch it on. If you go off and then step on it again, it'll. Sorry, first time switches on, second time switches off. And that's all that I need inside the light. So I'm now going to go to the switch, and we're going to use the event actor begin overlap. So if there was anything else that could move around the world, I might want to limit this. So just testing that it was the player that has stood on the switch, but in this case we haven't. So the only thing that can move about is the player character. So we're going to drag off that, and we're going to use the get all actors of class node, which then gets us an array of all actors that are in the level of a particular class. And we're going to ask for the BP light class. So that gives us an array, and we're going to for each loop through the array for each loop. So this will give us a reference to each one of those lights in turn, and we'll just call the switch light. Okay. So in this way of working, the switch needs to understand stuff about the light, but the light doesn't need to understand anything about the switch that's going to switch it. And we don't have a variable inside the switch which specifically points to one light. This is going to actually just grab references to all of the lights in the scene and switch them all at once. And so it's time to test, see if it works. That's switched all the lights on. Yes, we've got the light there, we've got the light there, we've got the light on the steps, and switch off. Yes, fine. So that's it working. That's how you can do inter-script communication that talks from one script to all the elements of one class in your scene if you want them to. That's it from me for now.